Today we're going to be talking about the new Chanel Spring 2024 makeup collection. I have 3 pieces from the collection at the moment and I want to show you close-ups and swatches, and this is going to be my first impression of the collection. I've already talked about this makeup collection in one of my previous Will I Buy It videos, but today I have the chance to actually touch the collection, all of the colors, and try them out together with you. So let's go ahead and get started. I have the 2 new eyeshadow palettes that are released with this spring makeup collection and the highlighter. I think that these are interesting pieces, so let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here and if you enjoy beauty talks, please take a moment to subscribe. I would love to welcome you to our beauty community, and if you're returning, welcome back, dear friends. This video is going to be I haven't tried the products, I have swatched them already. I filmed close-ups and swatches of the products in natural light, so as I'm speaking and as I'm talking, I'm going to be inserting footage of the products and close-ups so that you can see. I mentioned in one of my previous videos that this year Chanel is celebrating a 100-year anniversary from the launch of their makeup line, and this means that we are going to have a lot of makeup releases during this year, and we have seen a lot of makeup releases already. It is February and Chanel keep releasing new products, so it's going to be very important to have the chance to see everything, because apparently most of us are not going to be able to buy everything. I'm very excited to try this makeup collection together with you today, because this is the very first makeup collection that is created by Comet's Collective, and they took over Chanel's makeup atelier a couple of years ago, and this is the very first makeup collection that was created entirely by them. And this makeup collection was inspired by the ocean, the beautiful colors of the ocean. And for this collection, the Comet Collective created 2 beautiful eyeshadow palettes. One is with more pink and coral shades, again inspired by the ocean and the creatures of the ocean. The pink eyeshadow palette is called Les Quatre Ombres Coral Treasure, and then the eyeshadow palette with the baby blue color, I think, is the one that a lot of people wanted to see and most people love. I would say that it's my favorite as well, because the colors look very interesting and wearable. And this one is in Rivage. Okay friends, I'm going to give you close-ups of the products, and I have filmed them in different lighting. I have some sunlight, I have natural lighting, and I also have studio light so that you can see how the colors look. Now about this makeup collection, I already have some feedback from a lot of you, and I would say that our community is divided 50-50. Some people love this collection and love the color stories, because this is something more interesting that we don't see often from Chanel, and other people hated this makeup collection, didn't like it, and didn't think that it fits the Chanel style. I would say that it's a fun makeup collection, as long as they don't do all of their makeup collections like this, with this kind of color stories. I think it's going to be okay. But I also showed you the upcoming release, what's coming next from Chanel, and it's going to be a beautiful and very classic lipstick collection. If you haven't seen my video, go ahead right here and watch my video, because I showed you a beautiful lipstick collection that's coming soon from Chanel. In each of the eyeshadow palettes we have a shimmery shade with very iridescent shimmer. I'm going to show you close-ups in a minute, and I want to talk a little bit about the formula, because the formula is not exactly what we are used to have from Chanel. It's something different. And then the other eyeshadow palette, the one that a lot of you loved and a lot of you, I think, are going to add to their collection, is going to be Les Quatre Ombres Rivage. This one is absolutely beautiful with the baby blue color, and all of the colors in this eyeshadow palette I think this is a beautiful fun color story, and I can't wait to try it on my face today. And then I decided to pick also the highlighter. Now keep in mind that this collection is currently available at some Chanel boutiques, so I don't have access to the whole collection. I want to buy the blush as well. The blush is beautiful and comes with 2 colors, but I still could not get the blush. But I was able to get the highlighter, and the highlighter is called Lumière de l'Océan, and this is the light of the ocean. And I would say that it's exactly replicates the lights and the little shimmers that you may see on top of the water. It's a very interesting one, and I also wanted to pick this highlighter because I wanted to compare it to the oversized Chanel highlighter in, what was that, pearly white. Because initially when I was looking at the promo photos, I thought that this highlighter is actually going to be very similar to the oversized highlighter in pearly white that was released over the holiday season, but it is not. So I'm going to show you close-ups and swatches of these two. They look similar right here in the pan, but this one is more warm, whereas this one is more cool, and it has very interesting shimmers. So in the Rivage eyeshadow palette, we have one shimmery shade. This one is quite luminous, I would say, but it's not shimmery, doesn't have any shimmers, and these two are very beautiful, luminous colors, but they don't have any shimmers. And then the other one is going to be the Coral Treasure eyeshadow palette. Now with the Coral Treasure, we have the shimmery shade, and all of these colors are almost like a luminous matte colors. They are not matte essentially, but they're somewhere in the middle, so they have luminosity. Let's call them luminous matte colors. You can see the swatches on my arm. Finally, let's take a look at the highlighter. I know that a lot of you were expecting that this highlighter is not going to have big chunky glitters and visible glitters like the oversized pearly white highlighter. Actually, this highlighter is more shimmery, and here most probably the camera is not going to catch this difference. The oversized pearly white highlighter has a very nice subtle cream color, but it has visible shimmers. You have seen it on my face, you're going to see it also today when I swatch it. And this one it's white in the pan, but at the same time it has this almost like violet, purplish, pinkish kind of iridescent shimmers. It's almost like, apparently what they wanted to represent was how the water hits the ocean, and then you have all different kinds of shimmers at different times of the day. So this is exactly what this highlighter represents, and it has shimmery particles just like the oversized highlighter from Chanel. This one I think is going to be even more shimmery on the face compared to this one. So let's go ahead and start trying out everything on my face. Okay, now there we have a better close-up of my face, and I'm gonna try the highlighters first. And I have a light base on my face, just a little bit of foundation to even out my skin tone. I don't have concealer. Now let's go ahead and try this highlighter first. Lumière de l'Océan. I'm going to be using different brushes for the different sides of my face. So I don't have highlighter. This is just because I use the Numéro 1 de Chanel foundation and my skin is naturally glowy because it is. But we're going to see what kind of glow we're going to get. I need a mirror. It's actually not that glowy. I would have expected a lot more glow considering the shimmery particles. Okay, I don't know if the camera is going to catch this now, but it almost, maybe because I'm quite pale, but it almost gives me a little bit of color, and it gives me the color that we have right here. It's like this. Wow, it's beautiful. I actually love it on my skin. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't love it when I swatched it. Okay, this is very interesting, but probably because of my fair skin tone, this almost gives me like a light blushed look, and I would dare to apply it actually all over the cheeks, because today we are testing products, so why not build it up? But I would love to wear this. Right now, it almost, looking at myself in the mirror, it almost gives me like a light blush. It almost gives me this wet skin effect, but in a very beautiful way. I don't like the wet skin effect normally, but this is absolutely beautiful, and I do see little shimmers, and I definitely can see some color here on my cheek. So I can definitely see a little bit of almost like pinkish, purplish kind of iridescent sheen to my cheeks, which is so beautiful, and it does not emphasize any kind of texture or pores on the skin. And I Keep in mind that I'm applying this and I don't have powder here. If I have powder, it's going to be a lot more blurred and beautiful, obviously. But today we're just testing. We're not making it look beautiful artificially. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the oversized highlighter on this side. And this one immediately gives me a lot more, like the shimmery particles, immediately I can start seeing them on my face. It does not give me also kind of a blush color. So this is just a cream highlighter. And slightly, this one, if I start building it up, it's going to slightly emphasize texture or pores. So I would prefer to use this one with a blush, whereas this one, I could just use it alone. It gives me this very polished, almost like dolphin skin. Was it like there was a trend, almost like dolphin skin? This is exactly what this highlighter gives me. So I would say check it out. I'm going to update you in one of my next videos, but for now, this is a big surprise. Okay, can we kind of see how this here is a little bit more harsh? The highlight here from the oversized highlighter is a little bit more harsh. Whereas here, I did apply so much from the Lumière de l'Océan. I applied so much and it's still my skin looks dolphin-like. Now for the eyeshadows, I'm going to start with Rivage and I'm going to use the palette on this side of my, on this eye. And then I'm going to use the Coral eyeshadow palette on this eye, just so that we can see. I'm going to go in with this beautiful soft, almost like light beige and soft gold color. I'm gonna apply this one in my crease. I think that this is going to be a beautiful one and done color. The Rivage is definitely going to be my favorite just because of the colors, and it's beautiful. Next I'm going with the matte brown color and same brush, and I'm going to apply this one right here, just the outer part of my eye. This is today just to test how the colors are going to look, but I'm so impressed with the highlighter. I didn't even want to buy the highlighter in the first place, but look at this glow. I mean, look at this, it just smoothed my skin. Okay, Comets Collective, if you are going to create such textures, it's going to be a yes for me. I'm quite impressed. I think that this eyeshadow palette is going to be excellent for everyday looks, for all Chanel lovers who like a more subtle look, but it's also going to allow you to create a more fun look. So we're going in with the matte brown here, and I'm not going to be too intense, just a big brush. I want to have the baby blue color all over my eyelid, just so that we can get out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna start using it with my fingertips and then maybe use a brush to blend it. I'm going to take one of the sponge applicators. I'm also taking a brush just to help with the blending here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shimmery color. Now in this palette, the shimmery color initially looked to me as a white shimmery color, but it's not. It has a little bit of this kind of a brownish colors, but at certain lighting, so not all the time. So when you look at the shimmery color at certain lighting and certain time of the day, it definitely has a little bit of these two colors included, little shimmers that include these two colors. So all of the colors, apparently the eyeshadow palette is very well thought, and the colors are made in a way to complement each other. And I really like it. So I would use this one in the inner corner of my eye, mostly. And then just to add this, I think that this is one of the most beautiful topper shades maybe at daylight. This one, I believe, is going to look very beautiful with all the little shimmers. I think that this eyeshadow palette is going to be suitable for all seasons, and you can always go with these two colors only. If you want to create just a simple everyday look, you can always use only these two colors. And if you want to have a little bit of sparkle, add this one on top. And maybe the blue one, you can use it just as eyeliner or just as a little accent. But even now, I think that my look is quite nice and wearable. Now I want to go ahead and try also the coral eyeshadow palette on this eye, and then I'm going to apply mascara to finish off the looks, but I just feel very excited now. So I'm not really sure what I want to do here. Let's go ahead and try this shimmery color first, because it's very interesting. And how about trying to see how it's going to look alone? Because I think that this color alone with a little bit of eyeliner, I think it's gonna look so beautiful. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I wish here they would add a brown color just to balance the coral and the pink, but on the other hand, I think that we all own a brown color in our makeup collection, so it's good that they added. On the other hand, it's really good that they added more interesting colors, and this one is beautiful. Okay, you can probably see now, even on camera, that as I start patting this color onto my eyelid, I'm getting a very smooth color. Beautiful color. Absolutely beautiful color. Hello, summer vacation. I think that this color alone is just so flattering on my eye and so beautiful. So my signature look, one of my signature like spring summer looks is going to be this color worn alone with a little bit of brown kohl eyeliner and mascara, and this is going to be it. I need to fill in my brows lightly and kind of shape them a little because it looks weird. So I'm going to be back in a minute. I really love how it looks. And I was expecting that I was going to like the Rivage palette more, but in this pink color, it's almost as if it was made for my eye shape, for my eye color. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this pink color here. Maybe use this slightly in the crease. But I would rather use actually this combination with a little bit of brown. So with this eyeshadow palette, when I use it, I'm definitely going to need a little bit of brown to kind of balance the coral and the pinks, but it's really, really beautiful. Okay guys, last time I'm gonna repeat myself, but look at this glow. Like it literally gave me the dolphin skin, which I like. I know that it's not for everyone. Not everyone is gonna like this kind of a shiny skin, but me, wow. I mean, somehow I feel like here on this side, just because of the highlighter, I look a bit younger. Let me know what you think in the comments below. But here, looking at myself right now in the mirror, I just feel like this highlighter just somehow miraculously made me look younger and made this cheek look more plump as opposed to this one. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of the new eyeliner. This one was released with the Les Nuits makeup collection. Well, they have so many makeup collections now that I start forgetting the names. So I'm just going to add this because it complements beautifully the brown colors in the Rivage palette. I'm just gonna go ahead and use this on my lower lash line a little bit. Then I'm using just a black kohl eyeliner here. Because I felt excited and I could not find my brown kohl eyeliner, but that's okay. Just going to smudge it a little bit. And then I'm intensifying the eyeliner here. I like to combine two eyeliners because I have really dark hair, and I find that when I combine a brown and a black eyeliner, kohl eyeliner, it somehow looks really nice. Okay friends, and this is with the mascara on. This is gonna be, I'm gonna use this for Valentine's Day for sure. I just need to apply a little bit of powder right here. I'm gonna just tap it on my forehead to fully enjoy this absolutely beautiful glow. And please let me know what you think in the comments below. And I have to say that I am in love with this makeup collection. One last thing. Now, I'm not going to sleep well if I don't try to use this as a blush. Otherwise, I'm not going to sleep well. So let's go ahead and try this. Why not? I'm going to take a smaller brush. This one is from Refra and it's number 18. So I'm just going to tap it here. That's how I'm going to take this and turn it into a blush just to see what's going to happen. So why not? And can we just take, it's a beautiful blush, I think. I think that same thing can be done with the coral, if you ask me. But well, I have to tell you guys now, on this side where I applied the oversized highlighter, it somehow does kind of emphasize a little bit some of my imperfections, whereas here with the new highlighter, okay, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of that highlighter right here also, center of my nose. And now I'm ready to share with you my final thoughts on the new Chanel Spring 2024 makeup collection. I did not watch any of the reviews that were posted on this makeup collection because I'm a huge Chanel lover, and over the past 10 years I have tried everything from Chanel. Whether it's going to be skincare, makeup, I've tried everything, all of their makeup collections, all of the products that they released, with very few exceptions of course, but I have so much Chanel makeup and I have acquired so much Chanel makeup that I thought that right now it is a significant moment for Chanel, because this is the first makeup collection that is being created by the Comets collective, and a lot of people were uncertain because these are three young girls that don't have that much experience, and with Chanel, Chanel have a certain aesthetic, and a lot of people were uncertain how they're going to deal with the makeup, how they're going to create the makeup collection, are they going to do well or not. And I think that a lot of people, when they saw this makeup collection, felt disappointed and they thought, well, this is really not something that is going to work. But I'm very pleasantly surprised. I wanted to keep an open mind, but I wanted to be able to assess the products without anyone affecting my opinion. I did not want to hear a review saying how amazing this collection is, or a review saying how bad this collection is. I just wanted to try the products and assess them for myself based on my experience with Chanel makeup. And I have to say that I'm if you've watched my channel, you probably know that I'm very old school when it comes to makeup. And I have to say that I'm very, very satisfied with this makeup collection. Even me, even the old school person, I'm not willing to experiment too much with makeup. But I think that what they did with this makeup collection is really a very new, fresh makeup collection. It's a makeup collection that even people like me can get something for themselves. I did not expect, the biggest surprise here is going to be the highlighter, because I did not want to buy it even, but I wanted to see how it's going to compare with the oversized pearl highlighter. I'm so happy that I actually picked up the highlighter because it is absolutely stunning. I don't have anything similar in my makeup collection, and I really enjoy this kind of dolphin-like skin. Even now, on this side, I only have the highlighter, and even now, as I'm looking at myself in the mirror, I just look so... my cheek here looks so plump and so young. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, and I know that a lot of a lot of people in our community love Chanel just as much as I do and have tried everything from Chanel. So I would say go ahead and try this collection. Experiment a little bit. Even those of you who do not like the collection and the photos of the collection, the swatches of the collection, maybe if you try it on your face, you're going to change your mind, because I really am looking forward to using these colors. The person who mostly wears brown colors, neutrals, I'm all about the neutrals, but this makeup collection, well, my heart is singing. It's so beautiful, it's so gorgeous. Now, if you're like me and you come from the corporate world, I would say that the obvious choice is going to be this one, the Rivage eyeshadow palette, because it is a lot more wearable. But it all depends also on what you like and what you're willing to wear, and your makeup preferences. Now this eyeshadow palette here, the coral eyeshadow palette, I think that if you do not use all of the colors at once on your eye, I think that even you can wear it in the office very beautifully. Because when we say office makeup, it doesn't mean that it has to be all boring. It doesn't mean that it has to be all neutral and all boring. If it's tastefully done, you can add a bit of color. Formulations are a little bit different. There is a lot of light in this collection. There are a lot of light reflective particles, but even now, right now, I used both of the shimmery colors on my eyes. They don't look as shimmery. If you tap them onto the eyelid, it's not like the Pat McGrath shimmery eyeshadows, which I would definitely absolutely not wear for every day. But it just is very tastefully done. Bravo, Comets Collective. I'm very satisfied with this collection. I would give it 10 out of 10. And I did not expect that I'm going to like all pieces from this collection. Go ahead, experiment if you're not sure. Go to the Chanel counter, try the products, but make sure to try them on your face, not just as swatches, because I think that they worked really a lot. They worked a lot on the formulation, and the formulations of the products are beautiful. They do not swatch as beautiful as they look on the face. So that's all that I wanted to say. 10 out of 10 for this makeup collection. For me, I can't wait to play with this makeup collection. I'm going to create more looks and show you how to use the products from this makeup collection. Thank you so much for spending time with me, and until next time, bye!